Hey all, and welcome back to Timber and Smoke. My name is Michael, and in this video I would like to address some of the feedback that I received from my last video titled, Has STG and Small Batch Killed Pipe Smoking? Yes, a little bit of a rage baity title, but we will get to that in a moment. First, where I want to lead this video off with is the statement, why discourse and discussion matters. See, one of the beautiful things about many topics, and something that I think pipe smoking actually lends itself to, is this notion of discourse, okay? Going back and forth in discussion, kind of a battle of the brains, if you will. You see, in a lot of areas of life today, you watch the news, we don't see good, helpful discussion or discourse. You look at so many things and people are so quick to shut off something if they disagree, right? A lot of people are either all or nothing as far as when it comes to ideas or positions on topics. And I think that's something that's really lost today. I think it's something that's really lost to be able to sit down and to hear somebody out, to think about what they're saying, chew on that a little bit, and then formulate an opinion and go back and forth. And in a lot of ways, that was really my intention with the video. See, I have my own opinion, which I expressed in that video. And if you disagree with that, that's totally fine. And actually, I think that's great. I'm sure there's, and obviously judging by the comments, there's lots of people that disagree. And I'm totally cool with that. I'm no arbiter of truth or what's right, what's wrong. I'm just some guy with a little YouTube channel kind of expressing my opinions. I actually really, really enjoy when someone who disagrees puts a well thought out comment and says why they disagree. What I don't really like is when someone says that they just think that the video is foolish or stupid or whatever and fails to elaborate. Now, they're totally at liberty to do that, and I'm opening up myself to criticism by being here on YouTube, right? That's part of this. But it does mean a lot more to me when someone is actually willing to say, hey, I disagree, I think you're wrong, and here's why, right? Because that opens up this chain of discourse, right? Where me and someone else can begin exchanging ideas. One, I'm learning more about that person, I'm getting to interact with them, and they're doing the same, right? So let's take one example of this. And I'm no means calling this user out, but Christian K Pipes, right? He replied and said, this is the worst video on YTPC, which is a hilarious comment. That is a great comment and should be used more often. But then I asked him, I'm genuinely curious, I'm like, why do you feel that way, right? I'm genuinely curious, why do you think that this is the worst video on the YTPC? And like, I'm so thankful that he responded, right? He responded and gave me a well thought out answer as to why he didn't think the video was helpful. And he gave me a lot of good things to think about, right? He gave me a lot of things to think about as far as how did I present the information in that video, right? What was I saying? And it made me go back and listen to the video a couple of times. And I want to try to clear some of those things up here. So, but all that to say, like, I'm actually reading comments and thinking about the feedback that people provide. Because again, I want to be involved in this notion of discourse. One, because it helps me understand people in the community, helps me understand the pipe community as a whole better. And I hope that other people are doing the same, right? Not just with my ideas, but with whatever ideas that people are putting out there in this YouTube pipe community. I hope that other people are doing that, right? I hope that folks aren't just hearing something, they disagree with it, and then are just quick to shut it out if they don't like it. I hope that folks will seriously consider criticisms that other folks bring up and think, you know, do they have valid points or not? If they do, what things do I agree with or what things do I not agree with, but I kind of understand their point. All that to say, discourse matters. And I just hope that other folks understand that and recognize that. And that's really, again, one of the main cruxes of these talking head videos, of these discussion topics, is to open that up, right? I am totally willing to hear somebody out and think about what they're trying to say. Again, it gives me a better perspective, and I hope it does for you as well. So that's why, to me, discussion, like these topical videos, they're controversial, but they are so for a reason, right? Because it helps bring discussion forward. And you can't make progress without moving discussion forward. We have to ask the question, is there something not right in the pipe smoking world? Pipe smoking is declining. It seems like something isn't right. And so if we all just say, nope, we're just going to keep doing the same things the same way like we have the last 20 years, pipe smoking is going to continue to decline. And so I think that this makes discussion even more important, right? To kind of hash out these problems and how can we figure out how can we preserve this amazing tradition of pipe smoking. So that's that. On to some of the other aspects. Rage baiting, right? I mentioned that at the beginning. This is an issue with YouTube, and I have quickly found myself falling into this trap, okay? And I'm trying to figure out, I'm not sure where I land. See, putting videos on YouTube, one of the things that you're trying to do is get views. If you don't think that's the point of posting videos on YouTube, I'm not really sure what the point would be. I'm trying to put my thoughts out there, and I hope people see it so that I can interact with them, right? So that I can kind of spread it through. I'm not making money from YouTube, right? YouTube isn't being financially helpful to me in any sort of way, but it's fun, right? It's just plain fun to put a video and see how well it does and try to interact with folks who are watching it. It's a lot of enjoyment, right? But the downside to that, when you begin to understand what works on YouTube, so I've got, 18 videos posted on YouTube. My best 4 videos have all been in regards to Sutliff, right? With the whole SDG situation. So when you make a thumbnail or you title your video, has STG in small batches killed pipe smoking? That is, yes, clickbait title. I cannot deny that. But it gets a lot of people to view the video, and it helps the discourse, right? It helps create discussion, which is kind of what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking to interact with people and hear their thoughts on this. So all that to say, I'm trying to understand how can I better do that. How can I put a more positive spin on that? That's something that I need to work on, and I understand that. So that's this aspect of rage baiting. And then one final thing that I would like to say in regards to that video and the opinions that I put forward, I am in no way trying to shame any individual pipe smoker, okay? In no way am I trying to do that. I love pipe smokers, okay? I love this thing. I want pipe smoking to be something that lasts a long time. I love this tradition. I want to carry this tradition on till I die and pass it off to my children, right? So in no way am I trying to shame somebody who wants Firebird Flake or Dark Holler and shame their purchase, okay? I'm in no way trying to shame the guy who's saying, oh man, that Firebird Flake sounds right up my alley. I love those types of tobaccos and I would like to try them together, so I'm gonna purchase a few tins, whatever it is. What I was trying to criticize is and someone commented this, that this is a phrase that's been used, but someone commented that really put it together well for me. Scarcity mindset, right? That's really what I was trying to critique. What I was trying to critique is just the craziness of purchasing tobacco because you think that it's gonna go away and you'll never be able to purchase tobacco again. That is really what I was trying to critique. I'm not trying to critique people's purchasing or spending habits. So please don't, when you watch my video, don't hear that. And if I did that, I apologize, right? That's not in any sort of way what I'm trying to communicate. What I am trying to critique critique is the current moment with everything that's happening with Sutliff and then these small batches and creating, to me, it seems like an artificial scarcity is being created. And that's really what I'm trying to critique. So again, I love pipe smokers far and wide, okay? It doesn't matter what you smoke, whether you like half and half and cadre blends, or if the only thing that you seek out is small batch blends and you want to smoke as many different types of tobacco as possible, I think both of those things are great, right? So don't hear me critique the individual pipe smoker, right? Because again, as I said in the last video, I think it's the pipe smoker who's losing in this whole situation. That's the people that I'm trying to lift up. Those are the folks that I'm trying to support. So that's pretty much all there is to say about that. So this was me trying to clear the air some in regards to that video and just do a little bit follow-up. So I hope that this maybe helped you understand my position more, where I'm coming from in this whole ordeal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next time.